What is up, guys? YUGINONO here, and you are in for a treat today. That is, of course, me on the left and Blake on the right, and we are going to be playing 2005 Goat Control format, but we're not going to be playing Goat Control, so let's see how this goes.
Team Bro Power!
Alright, so I roll an 8, and Blake rolls a 4, it looks like, and I'm going to be starting off, because of course you get to draw 6 cards starting off in this format, and I go ahead and summon a Berserk Gorilla. I am playing Beast Down. Beast Down is a deck that's legal in the format technically, that was thought of after the fact, as well as Blake's deck, I believe, was thought of after the fact as well. He's playing a Chaos Control / Chaos Advantage, whatever you want to call it. But he's teching in Metamorphosis so we can go into, so you can have more options and plays and stuff. In my Chaos build, I'm not actually playing the Metamorphosis, but Tribe Infects my Berserk Gorilla, killing it. And I flip Call the Hunted, and I get 2 Berserk Gorillas on the board, and attack them with both Berserk Gorillas, which is just ridiculously good. Berserk Gorilla is amazing, so is, Bazoo, the Soul Eater, Exarion Universe, all those good old, beater cards. And let's see what I'm going to do here. Looks like that is DD Warrior Lady. It's going to flip the Dekoichi, and he's going to draw. And I summoned a Warrior Lady because I was thinking that might have been Sangan, and I would have banished, Sangan off of Warrior Lady. But he went ahead and activated Graceful Charity, and he pitched a Serpent off of Graceful Charity, and as well as a Thunder Dragon. And he gets out Chaos Sorcerer, and I'm like, well, shit. And Premature Burial for Tribe Infecting. Looks like he's going to pitch off Tribe Infecting, calling Beast, killing my Berserk Gorillas. And he's going to activate, we're talking right now, I think he's going to activate, he activates Sorcerer to banish my DD Warrior Lady. And then he summons, a Tsukiyomi, destroying the Premature Burial, keeping down the board. He swings for 11. Yep, he ends up swinging for 11 with the Tsukiyomi and passes turn. And now I'm thinking here I have to play a little more strategically. My banish for Bazoo, and Bazoo swings over, which attempts to swing over, this Chaos Sorcerer, but he books it, and I set 2 pass, and which is a little risky because Heavy Storm is a card, and he would have blew me out with a Heavy Storm, but it's a risk that I had to take. I try really hard, I play really calculated in GOAT format, especially playing Beast Down. I play really calculated, playing that deck, and it's just, sometimes it's a risk. You have to play around Heavy Storm, you have to play around, of course, Lightning Vortex is a thing, but not a whole lot of people are playing Lightning Vortex, so he gets out a second Chaos Sorcerer. He hits my Bazoo, and I activate double Sakuretsu armors to get rid of the Chaos Sorcerers. So those are off the board, and right now, thinking about what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and Rhoda, and I Rhoda search for, let's see what I'm going to search. That's another thing, Rhoda was at 2 with this format, so you play 2 Rhoda. And you play the Warrior Engine, the 1 DD Warrior Lady, Exiled Force, double DD Assailant, and there's the DD Assailant. And let's see, what do? I summon DD Assailant and swing over the Tribe Infecting Virus, set 1, and pass. That's what I end up doing. Because, otherwise she would just call Warrior, Tribe Infecting, and, get rid of my stuff. If I attacked in the DD Warrior Lady, they would have just banished, and he would have had Tribe Infecting on the board. It'd been ridiculous. So right here, what I end up doing, I activate Abyss Soldier, I bounce a card, hit over 1, and then swing for game right there with Abyss Soldier. Abyss Soldier is a card that was really underrated at the time. It was at 2 though. They knew the card was good. It was at 2, so I'm playing 2 in the deck. But ideally you want to pitch a Serpent off of it, but I ended up having to pitch another copy of Abyss Soldier. Bounced 1, got just enough damage in for game, so that ended up really good. The object of Beast Down is to just gain, it's not to gain advantage. It's not to gain advantage. It's to get to a point where you and your opponent are both top decking, and your monsters are really big and can just get over theirs. And if they got a big monster on the board, you have the Warrior Engine to out things like BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, along with your traps, of course, to out those cards. So, anyways, game 2. Of course, Blake's gonna go first. And chaos control, chaos advantage, whatever you want to call it, its goal is you just resource drown your opponent. Like, you just completely resource drown your opponent. Blake went for a ballsy move there, because if I would have had Heavy Storm, that would have been really, really good. I mean, you know, 1 for 2. You ideally don't want to set, you know, a whole lot of stuff, because I go ahead and knock his face down. It's the DD Warrior Lady, and right here I summon DD Assailant and attack for 17. 17 goes through. I set 1 and pass. He MSTs it, so he went ahead and like pro set MST is what he ended up doing. But some people will pro set Heavy Storm. Like, they'll set 1 card, and then your opponent will set, you know, set a couple of cards. They'll set 2 cards, and then that 1 card that your opponent set will be a Heavy Storm, and that's a really, you know, it's a really good move to do in you know, this format. But anyways, Graceful Charity, draw 3, and then pitch Exarion Universe, and looks like what's the other one? DD Warrior Lady. Pitch them both. Activate Delinquent Duo, pay 1,000, and I snipe out Chaos Sorcerer, and he pitches the other Chaos Sorcerer. So he hand clogged, he monster clogged this game. I go ahead and switch that to defense and summon Exarion Universe, because right now I'm playing around. I'm going to do damage. He's going to destroy the DD Assailant. Right now, why I switch that to defense is because I'm playing around Mirror Force. Okay. So you'll find yourself, if you're playing around Mirror Force, you'll find yourself having 1 attack position monster, switching the other to defense, and just kind of poking, especially with Exarion, because you can keep poking away if your opponent's setting, because Exarion, you know, is 1800 attack. It can drop its attack to 1400, do piercing damage. So, you know, that's really, really good. And Aeronite Parshath is another card, you know, this format, another very popular card this format that does, you know, piercing damage. I swing for 18. And then pass turn, he sets 1, passes, I draw. I kind of have him, on the ropes here. He's stuck trying to top deck something big, essentially. And let's see. I go ahead and swing. Then he goes to activate Dekoichi, and then I chain skill drain. So no Dekoichi effect. You know, main 2 I normal summon a Berserk Gorilla, and so I have a skill drain on the board, a Berserk Gorilla, and Exarion Universe, which is really, really good. And he just scoops him up. There's nothing he can do with a skill drain. Skill drain is a very underrated card this format. It you know, it's really good in Beast Down. It just shuts out your opponent. Like, there's a lot of flip effects this format. What is it? Magician of Faith, Dekoichi, Knight Assailant. You know, all those cards are really powerful flip effect monsters this format, especially Magician of Faith being able to recycle Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, you know, etc. And you know, having that skill drain up is just broken. It can be really broken, especially if your opponent's already spent their MST, and it baits out the Heavy Storm is what it does. So your opponent will have to, like, you know, if they want to have plays, they'll have to Heavy Storm, you know, your skill drain, and ideally you don't want to go 1 for 1 with Heavy Storm. You want to actually, you know, get a couple of your opponent's cards. So, you know, same idea with Mirror Force. You don't want to waste Mirror Force on 1 card. You'd rather have Sakuretsu Armor, just 1 for 1 that way. But anyways, guys, if you guys want to see more of these GOAT duels, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And as always, if you like this video, then dick slap that like button and subscribe.